Most people think ketchup is harmless. Just tomatoes, vinegar, maybe a little sugar, something you squeeze on chips without thinking twice. But what if I told you? Most ketchup sold in UK supermarkets isn't really tomato sauce at all. What you're eating is closer to flavoured sugar gel, designed to look like food, taste addictive, and last forever on shelves. And today, I'm going to break down 8 of the most popular UK ketchup brands, show you why they're misleading consumers, explain how supermarkets get away with it, and at the end, reveal 2 ketchups that are actually made from real tomatoes. If you have ketchup in your fridge right now, this video matters more than you think. Number 8. Asda Tomato Ketchup. Asda Tomato Ketchup is one of the cheapest on the shelf. That price tells you everything. The tomatoes used are heavily concentrated, processed at high temperatures, stripped of nutrients, then diluted again with water. This process destroys lycopene, the key antioxidant in tomatoes. So what's left? Color, flavoring, sugar. Asda ketchup contains around 22% sugar by weight. That means nearly a quarter of what you're eating is sugar. The thickness doesn't come from tomatoes. It comes from modified starch, a lab-altered thickener designed to imitate real food texture. Preservatives are added to keep it stable for months, sometimes years. The result? A sweet, glossy paste that looks like ketchup, but behaves nothing like real tomato sauce. Number 7. Tesco Tomato Ketchup. Tesco's version looks similar, tastes similar, and is made almost the same way. The label claims an impressive tomato quantity, but that number is based on concentrated tomatoes, not fresh ones. Sugar content rises to around 23%. That's more sugar than many soft drinks. The acidity comes from distilled vinegar, not fermented vinegar. This gives sharpness without complexity. Onion and garlic powders appear on the label, but in such tiny amounts, they're mainly there for marketing. When you taste it, the pattern is obvious. Sweet first, tomato second. Everything else, artificial. Number 6. Sainsbury's Tomato Ketchup. Sainsbury's costs more, so people assume it's better. It isn't. The tomato content is still from concentrate. Sugar is slightly lower, but still above 20%. What stands out here is the preservative combination. 2 separate chemicals are used to extend shelf life far beyond what vinegar and salt would naturally achieve. The texture is identical to cheaper brands. That same thick, sticky consistency that real tomatoes can't produce on their own. You're paying extra, not for quality, but for branding. Number 5. HP Tomato Ketchup. HP trades on trust. People associate the name with tradition, but the ketchup doesn't match the image. It's made using the same industrial methods: concentrated tomatoes, added sugar, modified starch, chemical preservatives. Sugar content sits around 22%. The price is nearly double supermarket brands, yet the ingredients tell the same story. HP ketchup tastes familiar because it's engineered to, not because it's better. Number 4. Morrison's Tomato Ketchup. Morrison's follows the same formula. Bright red color, thick, glossy texture. High sugar content, around 23%. There's no variation in approach here. This is factory ketchup, not food crafted from tomatoes. The consistency is your biggest clue. Real ketchup flows. This one clings. That thickness comes from starch, not tomatoes. Number 3. Heinz Tomato Ketchup. This is where most people stop questioning. Heinz is marketed as the gold standard, the original, the authentic ketchup. But look closer, sugar content is nearly 24%. That's one of the highest in the category. Heinz uses the same concentrated tomato base as cheaper brands, the same industrial vinegar, the same processing shortcuts. What you're paying for isn't quality, it's familiarity. Heinz tastes right because you've been trained to expect sugar first. Number 2. Heinz No Added Sugar. This one sounds healthier. It isn't. When sugar is removed, it's replaced with artificial sweeteners. These compounds don't behave like sugar in the body. They alter gut bacteria. They increase cravings. They retrain your taste buds to expect extreme sweetness. The tomatoes are still concentrated. The texture still comes from starch, so you lose sugar and gain chemical sweetness instead. Number 1. Daddy's Tomato Ketchup. This is the worst offender. Daddy's uses nostalgic branding to imply tradition, but it contains the highest sugar content of all, around 24%. That's nearly 1/4 sugar. The tomatoes are low-quality concentrate. The salt level is high. The texture is artificially thickened. This ketchup delivers maximum sweetness and salt, the most addictive combination possible. It's not accidental. It's designed. What all these ketchups have in common? They are sugar-heavy, highly processed, nutrient-poor, shelf-life engineered. They look like food. They taste like comfort, but they behave like ultra-processed products. The ketchup's actually worth buying. Now here's the important part. Real ketchup does exist. Stokes Real Tomato Ketchup. Stokes uses real tomatoes, not concentrate. No modified starch, no preservatives. The texture is thinner. The flavor is tomato forward. Sugar is lower, around 17%. It costs more because real ingredients cost more. Ruby's in the rubble. This brand uses surplus tomatoes and minimal processing. No artificial thickeners. No chemical preservatives, no industrial shortcuts. Sugar content is even lower, around 16%. You can taste the difference immediately. How to spot fake ketchup yourself. Use this checklist. Sugar above 20 grams per 100 grams. Put it back. Tomato concentrate listed. Skip it. Modified starch. Artificial thickness. Preservatives like E202 or E211. Industrial product. Uniform bright red color. Heavily processed. Real ketchup costs more, looks less perfect, flows naturally, tastes like tomatoes. Most people aren't overeating sugar intentionally. They're being tricked by products pretending to be food. Ketchup is one of the easiest places to start fixing that. Check your fridge, check the label, check the sugar. If you've been buying any of these brands, you're not alone. Almost everyone has. Drop a comment and tell me which ketchup you're using right now. And if you want more honest breakdowns of everyday supermarket foods, subscribe. Because companies profit when you don't read labels.